Rhino. One of the first frames you'll be able to craft, his parts obtained by defeating the Jackal on Venus in his mission Fossa. He is a very good frame for beginners and endgamers alike. Today I'll be coaching you on his simple ability rotation, a mod loadout if you're a beginner, and even a more endgame loadout if you're deeper into the game. Starting with a quick overview of his kit, we have his 1, Rhino Charge. Rhino charges towards targets, flinging them away from you. His 2, Iron Skin, gives him overguard based on your current armor stat and the damage he takes in a free second window. His 3, Roar, granting you and nearby allies extra damage based off of your current strength. And his 4, Rhino Stomp. Rhino slams his foot on the ground, suspending enemies mid-air and slows them down. His beginner build is simple. Dreamer's Bond for energy generation, Intensify for strength, Stretch for range, Equilibrium, a stable beginner way of energy generation which allows health orbs to generate energy, Continuity for duration, Streamline for efficiency, Flow to increase max energy, Steel Fiber to increase Rhino's Iron Skin base overguard amount, and finally his Augment, Ironclad Charge, which increases his armor by 50% for 10 seconds per enemy hit by his 1, which allows you to immediately pop Iron Skin for even more overguard. Moving on to how his abilities are best utilized, his ability rotation is simple. Assuming you're running his Augment, pop his 1 to run into enemies to gain more armor and further his Iron Skin's capabilities. Pop Iron Skin to gain overguard, pop Roar for more damage, and throw a Stomp in for crowd control when needed. Showcasing the amount of base overguard you can get, we will be using the Simulacrum. With no augment, you can see his overguard is a little under 5k, and with enemies firing on you as well, this is great for base star chart. Now with his augment, here we have 20 enemies to run into. And now after popping our Iron Skin, this translates to 44,000 overguard without being fired upon. Your base overguard may vary as this scales with the amount of enemies you hit, but with this, Roar, and Stomp for crowd control, this is more than enough for the entirety of the base star chart and even early Steel Path. Now if you're more of a mid to end gamer, your mods will be more varied, and for that I have a build to make him immortal. For this build, we will be subsuming Parasitic Armor onto his 4. Parasitic Armor sacrifices shields, giving more armor based off the amount sacrificed. This plays in the Iron Skin, shooting our possible overguard skyward. Our endgame mod loadout goes as follows: Growing Power, Blind Rage, Prime Redirection to increase the amount of shields our 4 will consume, Umbral Intensify, Ironclad Charge, Transient Fortitude, Prime Continuity, Prime Flow, Umbral Fiber, Molt Augmented, Arcane Energized, 2 yellow shards for casting speed, and finally, 3 red shards for strength. Hopping back into the Simulacrum, here we can now see, by hitting 20 enemies with a charge and popping our 4, our overguard from Iron Skin shoots up to 1.49 million at base, making you near immortal. Rhino excels at near immortality, and buffing your weapons to a new extreme. With all this put into place, beginner build or endgame, you will be setting your way to a great build. See you next time.